With the information we know now, Lighter might have just potentially hinted at Miyabi coming to patch 1.4 in ZZZ. Welcome to my channel. My name is ZZZ and I'll be your host today. To say Lighter's kit is unexpected is an understatement. From the first time we saw him and all the way leading up to his strip marketing, he just screamed attack agent to me. But now that he's a stun, there is no use to complain about it anymore, and all we can do is just look at what he can potentially bring to the table. And I gotta say, the Lighter leaks may hint at Miyabi coming to ZZZ in patch 1.4, and here's why. Lighter has the ability to support fire and ice characters by shredding resistances and giving damage bonus, and also buffing ice and fire crit damage with a signature W engine. So it really seems that he'll be the best stun agent for any fire or ice composition that wants to slot in any stun agent. And this could potentially be him replacing Lycan for Ellen, or potentially replacing Caesar for Soldier 11, and also working with Miyabi. And yes, I said Miyabi. Miyabi is a highly anticipated agent coming to ZZZ in the future, and I strongly believe that she will now be the first half of version 1.4 with Lighter's kit now revealed. As we know, they are currently working on getting all the Section 6 characters out with Yanagi's release next patch, so it would only make sense to me that Harumasa and Miyabi are next to follow suit. I do believe Miyabi will be first in patch 1.4 to try and pair her with Lighter right after, but I am not here to debate whether Miyabi will be an attack or anomaly agent, as that is for another video. But right now, it just makes sense to me that if they're going to make Lighter buff not only fire damage, but also ice as well, then Miyabi should be the character right after him. And that would then make sense as to why he's the second banner for patch 1.3 and not the first, so they can have them right next to each other. But looking more into Lighter's kit, he seems he'll just outshine Lyacon and Koleda. But also his buffs are a little bit on the lower side if you don't factor in his W engine. But this seems to be made up by Lighter being able to extend the stun duration by 3 seconds on enemies. Now, right now is really difficult to translate just how much extra damage you can get with 3 more seconds. So it's very hard for me to have a strong opinion on this. However, I am a little bit worried about Lighter in the long run, as it really seems as of right now that he's a quick swap stun agent that can deal massive amounts of daze damage within a short time window. But I am slightly worried about his potential to be a buffer, as again the buffs are a little bit on the lower side without his W engine. So unless the 3 seconds make a much bigger impact than I think, I do believe Lighter could see some buffs coming his way. Now at the time of recording, Lighter has had his M1 nerf from a 60% stun damage multiplier all the way down to 30, which is cut it in half. And overall, I think this is fine because it was a very powerful M1, but now I do expect him to buff his base kit to make up for it. And honestly, they can go 2 ways with this, by either slightly increasing his buff potential so it still feels significant without his W engine, or increase his personal damage, as I believe Lighter being able to do good sub DPS while he's on field could go a long way for his team's overall damage output through a fight. But either way, this is still the first version of Lighter at the time of recording, and if he receives any buffs or nerfs, I'll be sure to keep you all updated. As the days have passed, I have become more accepting of him being a stun agent, but I would just want him to stand out a little bit more than just being a decent upgrade over Lycan or Koleda. And to be honest, he's not even that much of an upgrade over Lycan right now for Ellen teams, especially if you were to give Lycan Lighter's W engine. So I believe Lighter's kit overall is fine, and will be a welcome addition to the game, but it might be missing a couple things to truly make him shine and be worthy of the S rank status, as Lighter is stated to be an undefeated champion in the Sons of Caldon, and I would hate for him to come to the game subpar. But only time will tell, and we'll just have to see what the future holds. But let me remind you all that once we hit 5,000 subs on this channel, I'll be doing a giveaway for the characters on banner at the time, so be sure to subscribe for more ZZZ content. And don't forget to check me out on Twitter at ZZZ, and come and join the Discord, as we are almost at 500 members at the time of recording, and I do weekly giveaways there as well. And as always, my name is ZZZ, and with that, I'm signing out.